Uh-oh.
Oh fuck. Who's double mic? It's still Wyatt. Hold on. Alright, Wyatt's now basically on mute, so I don't have to listen to double mic. My bad, Wyatt. Whew.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh,
alright, Wyatt's gonna get the first.
I'm so excited, yo!
Wyatt's gonna get the first ban for attack. Michael's not anticipating that, I guess. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I'm gonna turn him down a little bit, hold on. Alright, 37 should be better. Alright, Wyatt's banned Blackbeard. Signature Cheese Operator, second to Jackal. To clarify real quick, Michael starts on offense and Wyatt is starting on defense. Jackal got banned. And then Michael's going to finish out the defense ban. Legion got banned. Very reasonable bans now. Alright, right now. Echo ban.
Echo, what the fuck?
I don't know if you've ever heard of Michael playing Echo before, but...
Okay, why not ban? Okay, sure. I guess I'll go with that.
Alright.
It's all I did.
Round 1. Wyatt is on defense, Michael on offense. Wyatt's gonna be playing at Aviator Games, as he won't pick. Michael's gonna be playing as Zofia. I don't know if I've actually, I don't remember Michael playing as Zofia before. Alright, Wyatt's gonna play as Alibi. Oh, he's switching off to Dokkaebi now. Okay. Whew. Alright. I'm actually running the MK14 with the SMG-12, which is pretty much what you expect to see all the time. And Wyatt has the Storm with the Shoddy pistol, also what you expect to see all the time. I'm kind of curious whether or not he has the red flare gun, or not. I didn't even pull it out so I can see. Man, wow. Wyatt's aim is just terrible right now. He missed a whole mag trying to shoot a drone. Now he finally got the drone.
That's hard. Damn, that's so hard.
Pretty interesting to see that, honestly.
I like to see that.
Hold on. Oh, yeah, he does have the flare gun, which means he should win this round. He's set up a rotation with a impact grenade in between the A and B site. Michael's just fucking angry right now. I don't know what the hell he's mad at. What is this man's problem?
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers' objective is to defuse the bomb.
Slowly approaching the objective, Michael's gonna be entering from, I think that's mud room? I don't know what the fuck a mud room is. Oh, wow! He immediately dies to Wyatt. Wyatt's gonna claim the first round after about 2 seconds of waiting. That was
Son of a bitch.
pretty impressive. Good kill.
Son of a bitch. Oh, you sneaky little bastard. Okay, alright.
For audio listeners, I'm gonna turn down fucking Michael again. Goddamn. He's so loud. Okay, switching roles a little bit. Michael on defense and Wyatt on offense. No objective pick or operator pick from Michael yet. Maybe a little bit stumped on this map. Trophy statuary with Maestro. I don't remember what trophy statuary is, but I guess I'll find out real soon.
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
Second floor. Oh, right. Okay, so it's the objective with the skylight. That makes sense. Wyatt's playing as Ying, by the way, with the LMG and the Q929. Makes sense. Michael has the LMG on Maestro with his semi-automatic pistol shotty. I'm curious when he has the flare gun. Flare gun's a sign of good luck, and it doesn't really seem to have it. So, I'm not saying I want him to lose for that, but I don't want to see him win for that. Not a lot going on. Michael hasn't even set up his Maestro cameras yet. Still just running around, putting up a couple reinforcements. I really don't know what he's doing. No deployable set down, no maestro cams.
Attackers are moving.
Here comes the deployable. He's gonna be sitting right by the doorway, it looks like. Interesting spot, but, you know, not the worst maestro setup I've seen. If he picking here, Michael's gonna keep himself entirely separate from A objective. Literally no way onto it without breaking barricades. Here goes the first maestro cam in a doorway he's near. Second one yet to go down. Wyatt's still not in the building after 40 seconds of waiting. Oh, here comes the second maestro cam. Also beside another doorway. This one's on to A though. Wyatt's yinging a window. But it does not actually follow up on that ying grenade, which I find kind of weird. Maybe he was training it for intel, but it definitely was not for breaching, like you would expect a ying grenade to get used. Michael's abandoned his deployable shield and is now sitting. Well, what? He's sitting in the the projector room, and he's just under a desk, really. Looking at cams, but hasn't really found anything yet. Yeah, this is a terrible misread for Michael. He doesn't understand where Wyatt's coming from at all here. Yes, Wyatt has access to the objective. Wyatt's moved up in the objective a little bit here. Be objective. He sees Michael, late to shoot though. Michael re-peeks. After some pretty poor shooting from Wyatt, Michael's gonna win that firefight. One would argue that Michael only won because he has Maestro's LMG, and to that I would 100% agree. He missed a majority of his shots there before landing any. To clarify, if anyone cannot see the video, Wyatt just said, not using my good mouse, sorry. So it would appear that he's at a minor disadvantage. If what he says is true, I'm not saying it is or isn't. I can't remember. Is Black Viper? That's the free Ash Elite skin, right? Because Michael has that, and I find it. I'm not sure if it is, and it's kind of weird if he owns someone that's not free, but whatever. Once again, Wyatt has Alibi, Michael, and Ash, as you probably could have guessed from what I was saying. R4's CMU sock, and the same loadout from before for Wyatt. If he lands his shots this time, he can actually get around here.
I see how it is. I see how it is. I see what it is.
If you hear a joining sound, I'm going to pull Ethan in a couple seconds. Hold on. Bench, don't talk. Alright. Sorted that one out. Ethan's now listening in. Finally, Wyatt kills that drone. I don't know what Michael is doing. Wyatt has been sitting still the entire time, but he does the same rotation from last Alibi round setup. And this time he's actually going to be setting up the alibis. We didn't see that last time we played Alibi. Kind of weird. I only set up one alibi though. Once again, Michael's gonna crouch towards the entrance, which I find kind of weird, given he's outside. Maybe he's expecting a spawn peek or something. Now he's running. Gain the courage. There comes a second. A second alibi is actually in front of like a little shotgun hole. I guess it's to bait, you know, Michael into shooting that one. No intel alibis, which is kind of weird. You'd think that Wyatt would be here sweating, and therefore he would want to do that, put, you know, alibi in a window or something. But instead of that, it's behind a pool table and in front of a little peeky hole. Michael's in the building with 3 minutes left in the round. Currently 1-1 after a terrible firefight from Wyatt after a good round from Wyatt. So kind of jumping around on his play here. But I mean, we saw a couple good rounds from Ethan, even though we all know he's bad at aiming. So it might just be a fluke on that first round, like you know, we saw throughout Ethan's match. Wyatt's, you know, checking the cams, looking for Michael outside, but Michael's inside. He's in fact actually only one wall away from Wyatt, but he's not going to know that. Here's Michael moving up on A objective, breaching the walls. If he's smart, he'll know that alibi is not the real deal, given that it didn't react to the explosion, but we'll see how he responds to that. Gonna rotate around. Load up on barricaded B objective. Likely trying to keep a little bit of pressure here before he enters. Wyatt's responding pretty well to that pressure. He's, you know, keeping himself sandwiched between A and B, ready to go to any of the holes that Michael's setting up here. Looks like Michael's peeking that ash hole. Sees the alibi. For some reason he shot it, even though he knows it's not the real. He shot it twice, as a matter of fact. It's not lag. Michael, you're just stupid. Wyatt's looking to get a flank in the hallway. Slowly walking around. Spots Michael, gets the kill. That's 1 to 3 with 1 to 2 with Wyatt on 2.
Nice lag.
He still is talking about lag. Michael has 9 ping. Just saying. Wyatt may not be playing with a trackpad, by the way. The more he talks about having a bad mouse, the more I begin to feel like a trackpad. I didn't even think that was possible because I thought Wyatt had like a built PC, but maybe he's got like an external trackpad you plug in or something. That'd be pretty interesting. Is that a thing? Can you buy that? Hold on, need to find out. Let's find out. External trackpad. That's a real fucking thing. What the hell? Who's buying that? Anyway. The operators are looking at, who's this? Michael. Michael playing as Doctor. MP5P9. And Wyatt with Ying, which we've seen every single attack round. I kind of feel like Michael has made a bit of a mistake banning Jackal instead of Ying. Because while Wyatt did play a lot of Jackal, he seems to be a lot more comfortable playing Ying on offense compared to Jackal. I mean, we saw him play Jackal every single round against Gavin, but look where that got him. He lost that match. So this will be the first time that we see Michael actually picking the Aviator game room, which has so far been a dominant objective for defense. Wyatt has won both of his rounds on it. Maybe seeing a little bit of desperation from Michael, potentially. Depends on how you read this. Not really sure how Wyatt wants to approach this fight. It's the first time we're going to see him, or first time I'm ever going to see him really going on attacking games on offense here. Doing a little bit of droning. I don't really know what he's... So he went on his drone, but he didn't really go droning. The drone was sitting in a cabinet, and he kind of just looked at the bomb for a little bit. Maybe he's trying to internalize what his objective is. I'm not really sure. He hears... He might hear Wyatt below him. I can't tell if I'm hearing it over his sound or if I'm just hearing Wyatt's mic echoing his game. Not only does Wyatt have a bad mouse, he has a bad headset/microphone, I believe. He might be playing on speakers, actually. Which might explain why you can't hear things sometimes. But I mean, you know, Ivan can't hear things sometimes, and he plays with actual headphones, so who knows? Maybe it's just being a deaf kind of thing. Looks like Wyatt's gonna be approaching from A objective through a direct barricade. Which Michael actually has a setup against here. If Wyatt does go for that barricade, Michael can peek the barricade without even revealing himself. A little hole in the wall. Yeah, it does look like... Yep, Wyatt's gonna be entering through that barricade, as predicted. Michael gets a spot. Wyatt flashes in. Oh, but he does not run in. Wyatt rotates after flashing to the room. Maybe gonna sneak on a B. I say sneak, but he broke the barricade with an LMG, so it's not very quiet. Oh, they're gonna run into each other here. That's big. Alright, Michael gets a second round.
Eat you motherfucking dick.
I can't tell if I want Michael to win more just because he shouts every time he wins or not. It could really go either way.
Oh no, got your dick hole.
If anyone, sorry, if you two in the Discord don't wanna hear Michael as much, I would recommend turning it down. He talks all the fucking time. I'd put him on 1%. Alright, Michael has picked Maverick and Wyatt has picked Alibi. Michael's playing with the M4 with the standard pistol and the Claymore, and Wyatt has the exact same loadout we've seen on every single defense round. Picked a dining room objective, dining room kitchen. First floor if you're wondering. Fucking dying over here, man. Looks like my bad. Looks like Michael's gonna pass completely over the objective here. Pretty stupid of him, let's be real. No, he's gonna spot it the last 5 seconds. Attackers have found the location of Obama. Good announcement. Let's see how Sweat Lord Michael plays with his Maverick blowtorch. Hold on. Enter from basement actually, and he's gonna use the blowtorch to break open that little keg wood. I find that kind of interesting. Definitely wasted a blowtorch, and it might not even be big enough for him to get through. Luckily, it is big enough for him to get through, but he's wasted almost an entire blowtorch canister. Yep, wasted 2 actually, just getting through a small little wooden stand. Maybe a stupid play. I don't believe the barricade was that far from where he was, too. Yeah, he could have just literally went around the... whatever. Maybe he won't even need to use the blowtorch anyhow. I wanna add. I haven't ever really played Maverick. I'm not sure if you use 2 canisters or 1. It's kind of hard to tell. He pumps that thing more than a young child. Michael is sorry. Wyatt's actually playing vertically here. He's actually a whole floor above the objective. I believe he wanted to create a solid defense with those alibis, but it kind of falls flat on its face when you are nowhere to be found, and the only thing on objective is an alibi. Might work in something like casual, where no one's droning, but, you know, Michael's clearly trying to set up a drone matrix, so to speak, so he can tell where everything is before he actually enters the building. Or the room. Same thing, honestly. Why is... Michael has burnt a hole in the barricade with the blowtorch to crawl through? I don't know why didn't just melee, but whatever. Planting the diffuser. Wyatt's not gonna even notice until it's finally down. Here comes Wyatt. Coming in on kitchen, where the diffuser is in fact planted. Well, Michael's gonna be setting up a bit of a drone to spot Wyatt before he's got to put himself in the line of fire. Should work out pretty well for him. Here comes the peek from Wyatt. Michael's in fact behind a wall and a barricade, so he's not going to see Michael at all here. Should work out for Michael if Wyatt does not sniff out the bait. Yeah, but he's sniffing it. Like a dog sniffing out crack cocaine. Here comes the fight. Yep, there you go. Michael gets that easy kill with his automatic 50 caliber assault rifle. A gun I still don't understand, but yeah, whatever. It's just as cheesy as, you know, Blackbeard or Jackal if you asked me, but Jackal's in fact banned, and so is Blackbeard. So Michael had to make up his own cheese there. Speaking of bad cheese, you all ever had like farmer's cheese? That stuff fucking sucks. I hate farmer's cheese. Alright. I'm actually playing Maestro here. Last time I played Maestro, he didn't put up his Maestro cams till the round ended. They started about 30 seconds in. And Wyatt is going to be playing on offense as Ash. Which makes sense. A lot of Ash and a lot of the Parabellum operators. I forgot their faction, I'm not gonna lie. Someone in True Chat, please inform me what, like, nationality, like, what faction the fucking Parabellum people are. I kind of forgot. Okay, according to, laboratory specialist Ethong, they're in fact the Jews. That is my fault. Bad call on my part. Yeah, a lot of play from the Jews here on defense. I'll come to think of it, Ash is a fucking Jew too. This is a Jew round. Jew on Jew action. Interesting. Not sure I feel about that. Second time Wyatt's got to play against Games and Aviator here. Probably the most common objective, and I find to guess it's probably the best objective too. So, alright, real information. It's the GIS. A lot of GIS play. But more accurately, it's a lot of Jew play. Alright, Wyatt's coming upstairs here. Direct line of sight to B. But I guess Michael's going to put up that 5-star defense using those Maestro cams. Going to prevent Wyatt from planting, if I take a guess. But I don't think it's going to work out. Wyatt does have the breaching round launcher, so he can blow up those Maverick Evil Eyes easy. No problem. Michael's hunkered down on A objective behind the bar and a deployable shield, but Wyatt's on the another objective entirely. He doesn't have a full, like a full rotation setup. It's just a little bit of a peeky hole. Oh, Wyatt's gonna peek objective. Wow! Once again, Michael gets a very quick kill with that LMG. 4-2 for Michael. This match is gonna be this match is gonna be over before it really began if it keeps up a pace like this. Real quick. We haven't even been going for half an hour yet. It's only been 20 minutes. And he is just rolling right now. This is honestly disgusting. One would question how we've seen like the opposite of what we really expected to see, which is Gavin's gone 2-0, Wyatt's about to go 0-2. Absolutely ridiculous. Learning a lot more about the Siege players in the Discord using this tournament. Alright, this time we're going to be seeing Wyatt playing Pulse, Cheese, Resin, etc., I believe, even though I don't really see the value in Pulse in 1v1, but that's not the point. I mean, it's not that Pulse is a bad operator in 1v1, also Michael is Sophia, no LMG, it's kind of lame, kind of sad, kind of pathetic. Not that I don't see the value of being able to spot people through a wall, but like, for one, you take forever to put it away. It's like, you know, you're drawing out the bath or something. You gotta make your bed before you fucking put it away or some bullshit. And whenever you put it out, whenever you pull it out or put it away, it's super fucking loud. It's like, you know, it's not very effective. It gives yourself away pretty quick. But if he plays vertically and he's just nitro-selling Michael through the floor, it'll work out for him. But I don't think that's what he's doing. Yeah, come to think of it, that might actually be the best play for Wyatt here, but he won't do it. He's a coward, so. Instead, he's going to turtle himself into the objectives, which I find kind of interesting, given just very bad weapons, so. Honestly, with Wyatt's bad mouse problem, aka the external trackpad, I don't really know how he expects to use the UMP in any fight. That thing is just terrible unless you can get a headshot, and I don't really... there's no way my Wyatt's gonna get a headshot here. with the trackpad. Michael's rushing towards the objectives, sparing no time, running through trophies. Gonna go right, yep, going right to the hallway in between the two objectives. Or, really the access to both objectives. Don't see it separates them. Ooh, a little bit of spotting from Wyatt here. Wyatt's trying to make a bit of like a defense matrix, so to speak. He's hunkered down the vault, trying to cardiac sensor Wyatt, Michael through the walls here, but not really going to work out in the end. There's no way to act on it here. But he's 100% aware of where Michael is sitting right now. If he wanted to get a flank, this would be big for Wyatt. Then we know he loses that flank, but Michael might turn around before he can get it. Wyatt's gonna be too slow to even have a flank occur here. Let's see if he hears Michael running past or running to him. Nope, totally misses it. Misses. Wow. Okay. He gets flashed. Michael breaches. Wow. I guess I take back what I said about Wyatt not getting a headshot with that trackpad. He gets it real quick. Good round for Wyatt. Got it while blinded by the Zofia mine too. Man, that was just brutal. Goodbye, whoever left.
How about that?
That was Colin, who dropped out of the 1v1 comms channel. Not gonna really let back in unless I feel like letting him back in. I don't really do. Alright. Looking at, who is this man? It's Michael, that's right. Michael in Aviator's Games playing his alibi. Switched to Pulse at the very last second. Unluckily for him, however, Wyatt in fact picked IQ, which is a hard counter to Pulse, given that you cannot have your scanner out even near IQ unless you get spotted. 4-3 right now. Michael's sitting at 4 points, Wyatt's sitting at 3. Closer match than it was earlier than now, I'd say. I really did feel like it was going to be over after that round, but instead we're 4-3 instead of having it be 5-1, or 5-2, I suppose. Once again, a pretty slow startup to Michael's defense here. He typically does take hours to fucking defend, so I'm not surprised. He would honestly fare a lot better if he would just set up his defensive strategy maybe a little bit before the prep phase is over, but not in his skill set, I suppose. Looks like he's just going to manually defend both objectives here. No rotation holes and no shotgun means that he's going to have to, really. There's no way around it. He's going to be roaming in a 1v1. Most might consider this a bad play. I mean, I suppose it's not that... Oh, hold on. Real quick. Combat. Hold on. This is important. Michael is literally on the opposite side of the wall from Wyatt right now. And Wyatt is not even in the building, so they're quite close. Wyatt's going to drone out before peeking. A pretty smart play, if you ask me. But he's going to miss him. Oh, man. Wyatt's droning out the objective. He doesn't know that Michael's right beside him at all. If Michael would just, you know, grow a pair right now, he could rush Wyatt so hard, get an easy kill, the round be over. 5-3. But Michael does not have the guts for that, so he's gonna keep scanning. He's gonna keep scanning this Wyatt who's standing still, and not get any kills out of it. Not trying to say it's, you know, cowardice or pathetic, but I'm going to say it's both. It's both cowardice and as well as pathetic. I mean, this is just stupid. No, hold on. Michael might peek here. Instead, he's gonna pull up the cardiac sensor 3 different times. Gonna keep checking. Still not gonna go outside. Why? Because Michael hates women, loves men. As a matter of fact, he's gonna take so damn long that Wyatt's gonna come back with his drone and spot Michael. What the fuck, Michael? You could have killed him 2 minutes ago. What the hell? This is just a disaster for Michael here. If he loses this, it's gonna be actually shameful in my opinion. Not only that, but he's busted out. Wyatt's busted out the electronic sensor, and he knows where Michael is through a wall now. Alright, here comes Michael or Wyatt rushing down. Wow, some pre-fire, but some bad pre-fire. No kill. Oh, nitro cell. Threw it too short though. Michael's gonna go for a quick flank. Wyatt's gonna predict it. Wyatt gets that E. Oh, never mind. Okay, so Michael's about 10 HP. Wyatt is not even down half. He's gonna retreat back to objective. A pretty good call on Wyatt's part. If he's smart, he might fake plant. He's going for it right now. Here comes Michael. Trying to react to the plant, but he knows it's fake. Wow, wow. Alright, Michael gets the kill after being at 10 HP from that fight. I'm honest, I'm disappointed that Michael won that round after the disastrous, sensor play he had at the start of the round there. But hey, on the bright side, this match gets a little bit closer to ending. It's match point for Michael. Final round, potentially, and we're gonna be putting whatever. But we're gonna put Michael on offense and Wyatt on defense. Maverick and Wyatt's not picked an operator yet. Maybe going random. And Rook. It's not as cheese as Duck, that's for sure, but you know, it's still GIGN. Let's not forget it. Alright. Same M4 and pistol for Michael, same MP5 P9 for Wyatt. It's kind of lame that we're not seeing any interesting loadouts out there like P90 revolver or double shotty. But hey, you know, it's what I expected going to a match with two of the sweatier members of the tournament. You know, it's better than, you know, like something like Colin Ethan where there's in fact no perspiration at all. Instead it's just, you know, two individuals. It was homo. That's all I ever say about it. It was very homo. That match is terrible.
10 seconds remaining.
That said, 100% go back right now and watch every single Randy Rivalry match. You will not regret it.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
All right. Once again, well, this time actually might be seeing some spawn peeking from Wyatt. I don't know what he's doing. He's run a good distance from the objective here. He's out in an astronomy room, and the objective is Aviator. He's pretty damn far out. Got the whole building away, basically. He's not even gonna encounter Michael here. Michael's gonna go straight to the objective, which makes Wyatt a pretty interesting roamer here. Not only is he a rook roamer, but he's in fact a bad roamer. Sorry, that's just offensive. He's in fact an interesting roamer. Okay then. Once again, Michael has burned a hole in a barricade using that blowtorch. I find it weird every single time he does it, but who cares? Right now, Wyatt appears to have gone AFK. I don't think he's holding that ankle. I think he's just gone AFK. Oh no! Finally back on the cameras. Michael's gonna drone, but he's a whole floor below the objective. I don't really know what he's droning for. Just go up the stairs, jabroni. Ooh, a defensive air for Wyatt. He actually left 4 pieces of armor on the objective. If Michael gets the spot on that and takes all 4 plates of armor, he will in fact ascend to becoming a, I believe that's a 6 armor. I don't believe Wyatt could kill a 6 armor, so let's hope that doesn't happen for Wyatt's sake. Michael's having a damn stroke that Wyatt's roaming, but he knows that Wyatt... They should know that's Wyatt is rook, so I don't really know what the problem is, but oh well. Oh. If I was Michael right now, I'd probably just rush up that staircase, head into the objective, and let the game play itself out. But instead, he's gonna be getting a little angry that Wyatt's roaming as a pretty bad roamer. I kind of want to see that rook cosmetic. I don't know if that's what I think it is, but I hope it is. It's pretty hard to tell from this angle. That might be the bike helmet. I don't know. Michael sneaking onto A objective using the blowtorch. Planting the diffuser, 5 seconds left. Wyatt's gonna hear it, rushes up a little bit. What the fuck is Michael doing? How'd he win that? Alright, game over. Michael gets the win on Wyatt, 6-3. I don't even know what just happened. That was just, Huh. That was an interesting final fight. Match lineup for the next set. We're looking at, I believe it's Gavin, Ethan. Conlon, Michael rematch. And I guess the finale will be, Ivan, Wyatt. Interesting lineup.